Obama's presidency, he allowed millions of migrants to get on welfare as soon as they entered the U.S. so that they could freeload off of American taxpayers. Now that Donald Trump is in the White House, however, he is letting these migrants know that their free rides are over. MPolitical reported that Trump has spent the last few months pushing a 5-year welfare ban on migrants that will force them to actually get jobs rather than just freeload off American workers. While liberals have been outraged about this, other countries have already started following suit with this as the Trump effect is spreading throughout the Western world like wildfire. Inspired by Trump, Australia has just passed a law that will make it impossible for migrants to access welfare benefits as soon as they enter the country. Instead, migrants will have to wait 3 years before they can access welfare benefits in Australia. Australia has put this law into effect because it will save Australian taxpayers a staggering $1.3 billion. Social Services Minister Christian Porter explained that many people in Australia aren't aware that migrants could access some family and parental payments immediately after arriving in Australia. Australians' expectation of newly arrived migrants is that they contribute socially and economically for a reasonable period before having access to our nation's generous welfare system, Porter said. Clearly, most Australians have no idea that migrants are living off of their hard work. This comes after Trump made welfare reform for migrants a top priority of his presidency from the very beginning. I believe the time has come for new immigration rules which say those seeking admission into our country must be able to support themselves financially and should not use welfare for a period of at least 5 years. Trump said earlier this year. Daily Mail reports, newly arrived migrants will have to wait longer before receiving a range of welfare payments under a hardline new approach expected to save $1.3 billion. It will be 3 years before migrants can receive New Starter family tax benefits, paid parental leave or carer allowances. The push to encourage self-sufficiency among new migrants was one of the headline savings measures announced by Treasurer Scott Morrison in a mid-year budget outlook on Monday. Vulnerable people as well as New Zealanders who enter the country under a special visa stream will be granted exemptions. The changes will require legislation and are due to take effect in July 2018. It's predicted that there could be an outlandish backlash by future migrants who were interested in settling in Australia, but no longer cannot because they won't be eligible for the benefits. One good thing about that is that it pushes people to become more responsible for their own lives before entering the country. There could also be pushback from Democrats or liberals who believe in a far-left agenda. If migrants want to come to this country, we think they should have to get jobs just like everybody else rather than simply freeload off of the hard work of others. Share this story if you support what Trump is doing.